What if the creatures you always believed were just legends had never truly disappeared? In the 21st century, when satellites watch every corner of the planet and science seems to have cataloged everything that exists, new reports continue to emerge, unsettling accounts, disturbing photographs, and even DNA fragments no one can explain. Today, you will enter a realm where reality blends with the impossible, and in the end, you may discover that monsters don't only live in books, they may be alive, and much closer than we imagine. It begins with blurred images, a dark silhouette crossing a forest clearing, a massive figure captured for only a few seconds before the camera shakes. Then, water ripples violently on a dark lake, something serpentine moving beneath the surface, too fast to identify. Familiar recordings repeated, debated, ridiculed, yet persistent, like small reminders that our modern world still hides things we don't fully understand. To understand this universe, we must return to the foundation of it all: cryptozoology, a complicated name for a simple idea, the search for animals whose existence has not yet been proven. But don't be fooled, even its formal definition carries a mythical weight: the study of the invisible, of what lives between fact and imagination. It's not traditional science, and certainly not pure fantasy. It's a boundary field driven by curiosity, courage, and the stubborn insistence that the unknown still exists. And why are we so drawn to this mystery? Perhaps because, despite all our technology, we remain fascinated by the unknown. Since the first human stories, figures like dragons, giant serpents, hairy forest men, and deep-water monsters have followed us. They are metaphors, fears, dreams, but also echoes of something that may once have existed or may still exist today, far from the lights of civilization. Bigfoot, the giant of the forests, the first case, is almost obligatory. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the giant of the woods. For decades, this creature has been the subject of jokes, fear, and obsession. But what few people know is that even in 2025, new sightings continue to happen. Hikers swear they've heard growls no known animal makes. Hunters claim to have seen silhouettes over 8 feet tall, moving between the trees. And recently, hair samples allegedly linked to the creature were sent to independent laboratories. The result, unidentified organic material. Not proof, but not dismissal either. Some scientists suggest that if Bigfoot exists, it could be a surviving remnant of ancient primate species, hiding in isolated pockets of North America. Others argue it's a blend of real sightings, exaggeration, and the human tendency to fill gaps with imagination. The truth remains hidden, like Sasquatch itself. What do you think? Could these reports hide something real, or are they nothing more than illusions and misunderstandings? Comment below. Your opinion might appear in a future episode. The Loch Ness Monster, the shadow of the depths. Across the world, in the dark waters of Scotland, lies one of humanity's most famous mysteries, the Loch Ness Monster. Since 1933, when the road along the lake was built and people began observing it more closely, witnesses have reported seeing a massive submerged creature with a long neck and serpentine body. Modern expeditions have brought something new: sonar anomalies. Not clear shapes, not definitive proof, just massive readings, unusual patterns deep in the lake, too large for any known fish and too strange to ignore. Loch Ness is vast, dark, and filled with submerged caves and natural tunnels. The perfect place to hide something, or to make us believe something is hidden. And with every new sighting, more questions arise. If such a creature exists, how does it reproduce? Why has it never been captured? How could it survive in an isolated lake? Scientists debate, cryptozoologists keep searching, and Nessie remains one of Earth's most persistent living legends. The Thunderbird giants of the sky, in the skies of North America, another kind of creature sparks speculation. The Thunderbird, present in indigenous folklore for centuries, describes a colossal bird capable of creating thunder with the beat of its wings. The legend intertwines with modern reports of birds with wingspans over 4 meters, seen in remote regions of the United States. What's curious is this: we have real fossils of giant birds like Argentavis magnificens, whose proportions were so massive that if someone saw something similar today, they'd likely refuse to believe it was just a bird. And if some descendants of these species survived in unexplored areas, not impossible, only unlikely. But science is full of unlikely discoveries that turned out to be real. The science of the invisible. In cryptozoology, evidence comes in many forms: blurry photographs, deep footprints, strange vocalizations that even experts can't identify. The problem is, all of this can be questioned. A photo can be faked, a footprint sculpted, a sound misinterpreted. So where is the line between evidence and anecdote? Modern technology brought something new: environmental DNA, able to detect genetic fragments left in water, soil, or air. This technique has already uncovered species thought extinct and identified animals never directly observed. And now it's being used to search for Nessie, Bigfoot, and other legendary creatures. Thermal cameras and high-precision drones also expanded the reach of investigations. We've never had so many tools for searching the unknown. And yet, the unknown remains hidden. Skepticism, frauds, and the human mind. For every intriguing report, there is an elaborate hoax, manipulated photos, staged videos, fake footprints. These deceptions have fooled the public and harmed serious investigators, causing real mysteries to be dismissed as jokes. Psychology plays a role too. Pareidolia, the human tendency to see patterns where none exist, makes shadows become monsters. Logs look like creatures, and natural movements appear supernatural. Misidentification is more common than we think. People have mistaken bears, deer, floating logs, and even drones for mythical creatures. And you, do you believe the human mind deceives us more than we'd like? Or do you think something truly lies beyond our perception? Tell me in the comments. The future of cryptozoology. Despite skepticism, the world continues to reveal surprises. New species are discovered every year, even in places considered fully explored. Transparent fish in isolated caves, unknown mammals in Asian forests, giant insects, enigmatic felines, creatures once thought impossible now recorded in scientific books. This shows that the unknown isn't dead, just hidden. In the end, perhaps the true strength of cryptozoology isn't proving mythical creatures exist, but reminding us that the world still holds mysteries. And that despite all our technology, we still don't know everything. There's still room for imagination, investigation, and the ancient desire to discover what lies just beyond sight. Now I want to know, which of these creatures do you believe is most likely to exist? Bigfoot, Nessie, or the giant birds? Leave your guess below. Your opinion is part of this investigation. Ending, if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, leave a like and share the video. It helps the channel a lot. And of course, subscribe to World in List to keep exploring mysteries, hidden stories, and curiosities that challenge everything we think we know about reality. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next mystery.